Hey, Steph.
Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves, and this is going to be my review for the WWE Elite Series number 42, Triple H. Now, what makes this Triple H unique versus all the other King of Kings that have come before him is that he sports this badass entrance gear based off of the Terminator franchise. Yeah, I felt kind of bad for Sting in that match, especially when it came to the entrances, because he got like some Japanese war drums and stuff like that, which to me don't make sense for Sting's character. He should have had like maybe like a propped up cityscape, like something more Batman-y-ish, I want to say. Whereas Triple H, Arnold Schwarzenegger helped introduce him. He got all these extras and all these big, huge T-800s. He had a bunch of heads he was holding up. I mean, it was insane. And then, of course, he had this badass entrance gear. So, in terms of entrances, Triple H is definitely Trump Sting's. But anyway, like it says, it includes a helmet and entrance armor. On the side here, it's got a photo of the King of Kings. And on the back right here, it's got a picture of the other figures in the wave. And you can pause right there to read all of Triple H's stats. But now, I do believe Judgment Day is upon us, so let's get to reviewing the figure. And here is our Cerebral Assassin Model 101 out of the packaging. Offhand, I gotta say, just having this thing on display, it's really badass. Everything on this thing just looks cool, just looks really cool. But I do have some complaints. Obviously, it is a review, but we'll get into what I like about this figure first. This helmet is freaking sick. This is maybe the coolest accessory I've ever seen Triple H have, you know, custom made for him. Yeah, that thing is just wicked. The little like eye sight right there, reminiscent of the Terminator eye. Also kind of reminds me of Deadshot for some reason, you know, just has that same red kind of bullseye type feel to it. But the detailing on it's great. I love the way the skull looks. The added like little piston parts are really cool. The crown, a little misshapen, but I can fix that, not a big deal. The little added skulls on here, that is just really cool. And he's got like some kind of spikes to it, but you know, they're not really sharp. And then it's got the Triple H cross symbol. But yeah, man, this thing, totally awesome. This is, yeah, like I said before, this is my favorite. It's eating my hand. It's eating my glove. But yeah, like I said before, this is my favorite Triple H accessory of all time. It's just wicked. So now we get on to his armor. Now, while he's wearing it, it looks really freaking cool. It's got the same, you know, modeled hands that the T-800 has. And he's got like these, you know, handles right there for him to grip it. Now, it is soft enough to where he can move it, but it has zero articulation. Which, if I remember right, he didn't have any articulation with it at WrestleMania to begin with, which I thought was disappointing. I mean, the thing should have been able to move around or something, just to add to the wow factor of it. But, like I said, all the little details, really well done. Love the way the fingers looked and their positioning. All the pistons look great, the hoses, you know, the joints and stuff like that. I wish these could move. That would be great. And I like that they have different colored hoses here on the back. That's really cool. Or not hoses, but wiring, I should say. The pauldrons look awesome. Again, the big Triple H cross thing here looks really cool. And you just take out the handles and it just comes right off. So once you take it off of him, yeah, it's all just one piece, doesn't disconnect or anything like that. And yeah, this just would have been so much better if it had some articulation in it, but sadly it does not. Pretty basic coloring, just a flat silver, and then it's got the black wiring in the back. Again, I do love the detailing on this thing. It's freaking awesome. As much as I love the Elite 35 Triple H, I'm digging this a little bit more. I'm going to have to mod both of these because I want this to be able to move somehow. And with the Elite 35 Triple H's armor, I want to add an actual cape to it. So I want to cut off that rubber one and put red fabric on it instead. But yeah, again, just going over it again, I really love these Terminator accessories. Pretty damn cool. I think I would have liked it more if he would have came with the group of T800 heads that he had, but it being a trademark, licensed, copyrighted thing, it makes sense as to why they didn't include those accessories. Now the head, it's pretty much exactly the same as the Elite 35. I've actually really grown to like it. I think this might be my top Triple H head sculpt that they've done. I still really love that Toys R Us exclusive one and the one that they used for the Daniel Bryan 2-pack. But for what it is, it's okay. It's got some unfortunate paint scuffs up there, probably from... Well, it's black, so I don't know what it's from. But again, the detailing in the face, it's pretty well done. I like it. It's got, you know, pretty ripped jack body because it's Triple H. Now he's got these tiny little elbow pads that are pretty cool. They allow for the full range of motion. Just for some reason, I don't really like the way they look. It's hard to explain, but something about them I just don't like. I like the little Triple H symbol on the back. I'm not a fan of the little Triple H symbol on the tights though, because on the front, he's got this really badass looking metal skull and crown piece, and on the back he's got the little Triple H symbol. I mean, he should have had something a little bit cooler than that, in my opinion, and something more Terminator themed. He's got white wrist tape on his right arm, a little bit longer than his left. And he's got some finger tape on his index and middle finger, or his pointer finger. Pretty certain that's still called the index finger. His knee pads have a metallic-looking Triple H symbol on there. Really cool. I like the way they did that. He's got the big bulky knee pads that I'm not a fan of, but it is accurate to Triple H. He's got white tape underneath the knee pads, and he has a basic pair of black boots, which again, he usually wears boots that have like a white cross or something there, and he doesn't have that, unfortunately. No design on the boots, so the boots are a little underwhelming. Articulation on the Elite 42 Triple H, his head can go 360, can look up and down, can bop side to the side. Mine has this thing where it keeps wanting to like snap back to like a head tilt position, so I just kind of have to keep messing with it. He's got the ab crunch. Waist articulation. His arms can go in and out. Good range of motion. Shoulder rotates all the way around. Single bend in the elbow. Rotates at the wrist. Pivots in and out. His legs can go out that far, so you can get a full kick motion into the side. His legs can go out that far into a splits. Not a full splits though, but again, Triple H is not that flexible in the legs. You can ask his quadricep doctor that. Rotates at the upper hip. Does have the double bend, and it's pretty decent despite the big bulky knee pads. He rotates at the boot. It can go backwards and it can go forward. And I always mark this. It's great when I get a figure out of the packaging from Mattel and the boots have that range of motion out the gate. And they pivot, but they don't stay there that well. Well, this one does, but the right foot kind of keeps going back. But they do have he has a pretty good pivot in there. Overall, I think the Elite 42 Triple H is a really badass figure. I got pretty much zero complaints about this entrance helmet. I think it's the coolest Triple H accessory Mattel has made so far. The entrance gear, I think it's pretty badass. I love the detailing on it. I just wish the arms could move around. That would have been a nice little detail. Now, even though Triple H didn't move around the arms all that much, or at all really, during his entrance, it just would have been a nice added feature, seeing as how this is a toy, but that's just my opinion on it. Good body. I mean, it's a Jack Triple H figure, as it should be. I like what they did with the front of the figure, you know, with how they had the metallic Triple H cross and the metallic skull crown combo. It's the back of it that's a little disappointing. I mean, the little Triple H symbols on the elbow pads are okay, but on the tights, I just wish for something more. But that's more or less just a complaint about what he wore at the event. And so, overall, I am pretty pleased with this figure, despite my little complaints. I'm going to give the Elite 42 Triple H a solid 8 out of 10. What did you guys think about this figure? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I'm Chase, that guy with the gloves. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can check me out on all my social media accounts down below in the description.